Mr. Mortensen. Mike is here. Art is here. Art, if you need to speak and to be heard, you have to unmute your microphone in the bottom left corner.
I'm on. Mike Warren here.
Hello, Mike.
Hey there.
Steve is here. Not quite 7, so we're going to let others come in. I got my glass of wine to keep me through.
Wait, can I go get a Heineken?
Go grab one. Go grab one. Cheers.
Hang on. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
He's running to the store.
A rare Tuesday off.
Only for a couple of minutes. But once I'm done here, I'll be over there. Can you put this in the drawer there, please? Or the checkbook, please?
Mike, how many kids you got?
3, 10, 12, and 14.
Good for you. Mine are.
We're having the usual night home. There's no games tonight, so that.
Right. Nice. Mine are 3, 7, and 10. So my 3-year-old may come down here. My 7-year-old is currently throwing a tantrum.
Now I know where you got the wine.
Exactly. And I'll need to be numb when I go back up to my wife because I'm sure she's going to be pulling her hair out with me not down here.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Tom. If you want to speak and be heard, you have to unmute your microphone at the bottom left corner. But you don't need to if you don't want to be heard.
We got you. Cheers.
All right, Art, nice job.
Happy snow day, guys.
Yeah, right? How often does this happen?
I had 2 rolling medals canceled.
Nice.
Where were you?
I was supposed to be at Woodstock North, so needless to say, I was very happy when it was canceled.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm sure.
You got that right.
I have
Mike, where were you?
I didn't have a game tonight. I'm doing I'm doing Randall Oaks tomorrow, so I was doing some in-house stuff.
See,
So
Tom Glazer's here.
I'm grateful to be able to participate in this thing, having it tonight. So thanks for having me.
Well, I'm glad you could make it. I figured more guys that normally can't come on would probably be able to come on. I don't know, maybe not.
Tom Glazer's there, but you can't hear him.
No, Tom, if you want to be heard, you got to unmute your microphone at the bottom left corner of your program.
Schumann, too.
Save with Schumann, although it's Shavuhuman.
It sounds more like
I'm on.
he's had a few Coronas already, you can tell.
Woo, smoking. Right, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, I had a chance to watch the other one, Josh, and it was really well done. I'm looking forward to this.
Well, yeah, now the bar's set too high, I think.
I don't think so.
Don't give it a lot of compliments, Tom.
I got some plays. Why don't we get started? We got 7 people here as they trickle in. We'll get kicked out after 40 minutes. So I'm not going to hold you past 7:30. That's the end time goal. So maybe a few minutes after. But anyway, so we're all here to watch the videos. Dave, what are you doing?
Oh, my connection. Okay, I'm back.
All right, so I've got several to choose from. Why don't we kind of slide together? What do you want to watch? I categorized them under block charge, hand checks, loose ball fouls, off ball fouls, rebounding, traveling, some violations. I think those are basically mainly backcourt. And then I got a few that are listed under are they a foul or not? Anything that you want to see in particular, or should I just pick?
Pick.
Or I like the or a foul or not. Those are always good ones.
All right, I'm going to start with that.
I always like to see a good laugh, maybe Art's games.
Art doesn't share his games with me. I don't know why.
There's a reason.
Uh-oh.
All right, does everyone see the video in front of them?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right. Now, I'm going to play it again. There was no foul called, but they called it out of bounds. All right.
Push under the basket.
Right around here was all the action. So let's watch again.
Dark 22.
Was
There's
that
a
a
foul
foul
right
or
there.
not? Let's watch
Yes,
it in
it is.
slow motion.
I would say it is.
I would say yes. Look at the push.
Yeah, he
Extended his
extends
arms.
arms. Watch the push.
Right there.
Extended his arms. Yep.
Totally moves him out of the way. Was it an out of bounds? Did you see that?
No, it wasn't.
You got to have both feet in or just, yeah.
High school is 1 foot.
Okay. Yeah, then he's in bounds.
He's
There
in
before
bounds.
he touches the ball, he's clearly in bounds, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
not only did he not get a foul called that he was pushed out of the way, then he lost the ball because he was called for an out of bounds.
That's not good.
And you know why that is, in my opinion? The lead official was too close to the play. So he didn't see the feet, right? So when that action is there, we need to move back a little bit further.
Agreed.
All right. Let's go to the next one. We have anything there?
Not really.
I don't see anything yet.
So I'm going to say maybe there's some contact on his
Right
arm there, but don't we think that's a good pass? Nothing,
Yes.
nothing major happened.
You don't make that call.
Go straight. Ball goes
He's
straight.
not swinging at it.
Yep. Ball went in, minimal contact. I think that's a pass.
I agree.
And I'm going to give the official the benefit of the doubt that there was contact on the arm. Okay, but it was minimal. And, 2 points, give the other team the other way. I think we're good with that.
Cool.
Yep. I agree.
All right. I'm going to scoot back here.
Oh, Glen Bard East.
I have a question on that last one. Could that have been more of a patient whistle to see if you put it in and then, make your call? Or if you see the call, you make the call?
All right. Who's speaking? I didn't hear.
That was Steve.
Steve, okay. What did you say?
So on that last one, is that if you have a more patient whistle, you can kind of see that he was going to score and maybe just kind of sit on that one versus if you see the touch, you call it.
Right. So 2 things, I think. One, the more experience that you have, so the more games that you see, you're going to be able to get a feeling of the flow of that play, not the game in general, but the play in general. And so you'll be able to withhold your whistle. But yes, if you wait just a half second to a full second on that, you can see the ball is going to drop. Then you don't need to blow your whistle. If it doesn't go in and you're a second, maybe even 2 seconds late, everyone's going to yell, "Oh, that was late." But no one's going to argue that it was a foul. So it's okay to call a late foul. If you think it's going to go in, no big deal. If it doesn't, blow your whistle. Does that help answer your question?
Yep.
Yeah. So let's just be a little more patient. All right, let's watch this again. I missed it. All right, a lot happening there, right? A lot of bodies on the ground. Do we have a foul?
Can't foul your own player.
I don't think so.
Say one
Now-
more time.
I know they say if there's bodies on the floor, 9 times out of 10, you have to have a foul, right? This is that 10th time. There is nothing here. I don't see anything. He goes up. This guy didn't block him. He didn't hit him with trying to block the shot. Then, as Mike said, the guy fell down and knocked his own player over. That's not a foul.
Mhm.
And then I think White fell down because he
Lost
thought
his
maybe he
balance.
was going to get a foul. Right, he was going to try and buy one. One more time, I'll play it fast and slow.
To see that play there, Josh, shouldn't you have taken a few steps backwards so you get a better view?
Yeah, so watch the lead official. Here it's coming. Here it's coming. So let's back up because I'm going to probably need to see more bodies, legs, arms, right? You can see more if you move back further. I didn't take that many steps back, but enough to where, hey, let's take a look. And we had a whistle on the play, but I think that should have been a no call.
So, Josh, in your pregame, do you say to the take out of the trail becomes the lead's responsibility below the free throw line? And the reason I ask is that was a quick whistle from trail.
Yeah, my pregame's awful. But one thing that I do try to talk about is plays that happen in the paint. But we usually talk about towards the center, right? So if it comes from the center takes it, or does the lead take it? Honestly, in my opinion, everything in the paint should be primary lead.
I agree.
And why is that? Because the lead is the one who's going to get the most excited about a play that comes that way. So the trail and the center can come in secondarily and get something if they need to get, but they need to be a little more patient because the lead, that's what the lead's officiating, right? They're officiating the paint.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right, let's see. I'm just going to go along the way here. Okay, now all of these plays, I'm going to go back again. All of these plays that I'm showing you are plays that philosophy-wise maybe should be passed on. Because just because there's contact, just because by rule there's a foul, doesn't mean we should blow our whistle, right? It interrupts the flow of the game, especially at the boys level. They don't even want the foul. They want their 2 points, right? They're on to go up and down, up and down. So that's what I'm showing you, in case you didn't get that. Let's watch it slow. Any foul there?
No. Good.
It sure looked clean
Good
to me.
block.
Yeah, it looked like a great block. And Harry Bone always says, every block is a good block until it's not. So someone's
So,
got
Josh, you have your hands kind of palms up out there on the side, right?
I do.
Is that you were looking for the ball, or you were like, what the hell did just happen?
So usually, that's a bad mechanic, all right? But usually I'll say, oh, all right, so that's me asking for the ball. The whistle got blown because someone called a foul, so I'm simply saying, here, give me the ball. But, there's sometimes a play happens in front of me, and usually it's when there's a reaction from a coach, and I'll do like, I got nothing. I give a little shoulder shrug sometimes, which is probably a terrible thing to do. But for me, part of conflict resolution is give the coach something so he knows that you heard him or that you see him or that you saw what happened and you had nothing. But in that particular play, I'm pretty sure I was asking for the ball to come to me. I don't know why.
Hey, Josh.
I got control issues. What, Art?
Mark, Stefan, and Mike and Steve, all these guys got their mics. If they don't know if they want to say something. They're all got their little line in there. You might want to ask them to stop to turn it.
Yeah, I think Mark unmuted his, and he's gotten issues. I think he's got internet issues. You want to talk? Mark, you want to say something?
Y'all can hear me, correct?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, Mike has got his cross too, and maybe Mike doesn't know. There it is.
No, I know it's there's a lot of background noise, so
Okay.
I listened
Me
to
too.
I watched the video and there was too much background noise. So
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, everyone that's watching appreciates it. See, Mike is a pro at this stuff. I'm getting better. This is my second time around. All right, I'm going to move on to some loose ball fouls. I only have 3, but this is part of the point of emphasis from the Federation this year. So right here, as you see, it's a little blurry. It's not the best video, but we're going to have some action here. Do we see that?
44 went over his back.
He jumped on his back.
A little bit further up when I missed it.
Yep.
There it is.
I don't see a whistle there, though.
Right there.
I see a whistle after he got him on the arm. My point is, if you're not talking, mute your microphone, guys. Someone's got some bad feedback. Let's watch. When does the hand go up? When does the hand go up? Right there. Okay? So if the hand goes up there, I would assume, and I don't remember for sure, I would assume the foul was not when he dove on him. It was something after. We've got to get the one where he dives on him. Do we agree?
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty bad. He went right over top, right on his head. That's a foul right there, that first bump. Now, we got the foul, but we should have got it before that. All right. Hey, Mark, I think maybe your microphone is messed up. I can mute him. Yep, that's it. Okay. All right. Next one. Official has a jump ball. Do you see a jump ball or a foul?
It's a foul.
You fouled him first.
He went right through his back and around. Even if you don't contact the guy, that's got to be a foul. You can't go around and legitimately get the ball. It would be extremely difficult to have no contact. Do we agree?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right there, foul, right away, boom, foul. That is not a hustle play to get to the ball and reward him with the jump ball. That is a foul.
Forearm, the back of the head.
Yeah. And it's very easy to slow the video down and watch it over and over. You know what? I've called these jump balls in games too, because they're going for the ball. You want to give it to them, but the Federation is saying, no, we got to get those fouls. All right, here's another one. We see that?
Yeah, he jumped on him.
He jumped on him.
First.
Yeah.
Probably not a ton of contact, but I mean, boom. Foul. Every time that's got to be a foul.
So are you calling the foul on the first occurrence where the white shirt player pushed off on the guy, or are you calling it when the guy jumped on him? Because I think you have two shots at calling a foul there.
Well, the foul here was called. Let's watch it live again. That's a good question. I think it's not a foul. We can watch it slow motion. That first one's not a foul because they're both kind of falling down, right? He fell. But when this guy deliberately came on, that's a foul.
Yes.
So we can allow a certain amount of hustle for the ball, but anything on top and or through the back, foul. Good?
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
All right.
Got it.
Let's watch some screens. Did we see it?
Yeah.
What was illegal about that?
Yep.
It's okay. You can answer. Even if it's wrong, you can still answer.
He wasn't set. I mean,
I thought he was set.
He stepped
but
in.
then he took a
He was
step
set,
into
but what
it.
did he do? He stuck his arm out to bump him over, right? Maybe he
Yes.
moved his leg a little. Yeah, you're right. He wasn't necessarily set. He was leaning over toward him, right, which bumped him off the guy's course. And it kept him from getting to the man to guard. So that was a good call. How about this one? There was no call on this. Is this a foul?
Yes.
Yes.
Ran
Yes.
into him.
People accuse me of only showing good calls that I make. I don't know why I didn't call that, but that is a foul. And if you don't get that early in the game, it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Wow.
I'm going to say I thought about it at least.
Nice lean.
All right, here's another one. These are all similar, but these are all illegal screens, and they got to be called. So this one, here's your screener. And what did the defender do?
Ran through him.
They just blew through him. So if you've got a legal screen, you can't just push the guy out of the way, right? So that was called a push correctly because the player was, I thought he was legally set. Yeah, he leaned over a little bit there, but what did this guy do? He even extended his arms like, get out of my way. Now, I don't know what you guys do, but even on a player control foul, player control block foul, if I have a possible block that I'm going to call and then the kid just extends the arm to knock the guy over, I'm not calling a block anymore because whether you get fouled or not, you cannot just shove a guy, right? So that's kind of what happened here. He shoved him out of the way. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
All right. This is a good one. I like this one.
Good bet.
Did we all see that?
Yes.
Yes, he
Do we
pushed him.
agree so far?
Yeah.
Clearly he pushed him, right?
Yes.
Well, look at the guy, the back of the red. He's got his arm around his neck too.
Yeah, now the kid is making his case. We
Watch
missed
his-
that.
watch
Look
his
at that.
left arm. Look at his
He is
left arm.
hooking him.
Mhm.
Now, I'm going to come to my own defense. I couldn't see it up from the angle that I had. The center or the trail, whoever might be on that side, has got to come in and help on that. That is a hold. That is illegal. And when that doesn't get called, that's what happens. Then the guy pushes off saying, well, get off of me, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
he got penalized because he got fouled initially. Totally a foul. And you know what? This happens a lot, guys. If you watch rebounding post play on the rebounds, guys like to hook like this a lot. Maybe not as bad as this, but we got to get those hooks. All right, let's see. How about this one?
Hey, Josh,
Yeah,
you've called that a double foul?
no. I would have called the first one and ignored the second one.
Okay. Just curious.
Honestly, if you got that first one initially, he would have never pushed because he would have gotten his foul.
Okay.
Now, if your partner comes in saying, oh, no, he totally hooked him, you could call a double foul because he shouldn't be pushing another player. And I wouldn't call an intentional technical because
No.
a dead ball foul, contact foul, is an intentional technical foul, right? By rule.
Well, I'm just thinking because my only reason is saying that is because now you're going to – the other guy's angry. He's all teed off. Now you're going to diffuse something, and they both got it to calm down maybe.
If you see it after the fact, I guess you could upgrade to a double foul. I had no clue. Even when the kid was arguing with me, I'm like, dude, shut up. You don't have a clue. But he was right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if you have that information, I'm okay with that. All right, one more, and then we'll do block charge. My favorite. Maybe some traveling. Did you see that? It was right up here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back one more time, and then we'll do it. Is this legal or illegal?
Looks like he pushes afterwards. He extends the arm. I'd say it's illegal. It's a foul.
Watch his right arm go up.
Right arm, he pushes forward.
Look at his right arm.
All right, so ignore this right arm here. I want to know, did he get to that spot in enough time that contact was legal or not?
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, look at the space.
Mhm.
When you are setting a screen, what are the parameters of a screener for a moving player without the ball? Can someone tell me?
Time and distance, right?
Time and distance to change. Yeah.
You need to give them time and distance. And the time and distance is relative to the speed of the play, the speed of the player. So it's not necessarily 2 steps, 1 step. It just depends on how fast everything's going. So, again, we all think he got there in enough time.
Mm-hmm.
It's close.
When you
I
look
think-
at it in slow motion, he's there. But
I think you're right. I think he gave him a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
He leaned into him. He definitely leaned into him.
Oh, the right arm gave him a
He
shove.
extends that shoulder afterwards.
All right. Traveling or block charge? Let's go. Let's do traveling. I'll get some block charge in. Coach is going nuts. Did he travel? Let's do the slow fast again real quick. Did his knee go down?
No.
What do you guys got? Travel or no travel?
I say no travel. Look at his right foot. When he goes
All right.
down,
Let's watch.
watch his right foot.
Let's watch. He's holding the ball there. That's his pivot foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just hopped before that.
He lifted it
Travel.
and he returned it. And Mike, you're right. He hopped. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's still gathering the ball on that hop.
Okay.
Because I saw that too, and I thought that's where he traveled, but he might still be gathering the ball. But he clearly established his pivot foot right there, right? And then pivoted over to the other side. That's a travel.
Down.
I was on the other foot.
Traveling is all about the pivot foot. All right, how about this one? Did we see it?
Yeah.
It's going to be right here.
Right. He picked up both feet before he dribbled the ball.
Watch the official's arm. Watch the official's arm. You're like, oh, what? Oh, no, I guess not. He was going to call it and decided against. So my question on this more is this a pass on that kind of a travel since nothing really happened, or do we get it?
I think you get it, because then if you don't do it in the beginning and then you do it at the end, it's not right. A travel is a travel.
That's a travel.
I agree. I say get them. I don't care how little it is. If it's a travel, get it, because that stuff is going to then get worse and worse, and then you're going to have a bad travel, and then it's, going to get out of control. But that's me personally. I love getting little travels. I don't know why.
Plus, with all this stuff being filmed, the coach may bark at you, and he's going to go back and watch the film, and he's going to get on his kid because his kid, you can't do that.
That's right. That's right. All right, one more traveling. We'll do some block charges. So we're almost out of time. Good play or not? Watch it again. Looks like a good spin move, huh?
Looks good to me.
His travel's foot is right, and he lifts it.
His pivot foot is there. That's where he's holding the ball.
He goes again.
That's a travel.
Yep.
And you know what? I got a lot of those pivot plays. These kids are good, and they're fast, and they do it really well. And I think we probably miss half of them, but that's a travel.
The problem is this: they go so darn fast. That's the thing.
Right. And if you don't know, you can't call it. Don't guess. But you got to try and know what is the pivot foot. If you identify the pivot foot right out the gate, then you can get it.
What if he kicks his foot at the end? If he contacts somebody, what are you calling on that? You see how he kicks his foot at the end?
Yeah. I mean, I would call nothing. That would be incidental to me. But if there's contact which knocks the shooter over because of that, that's on the shooter. I'm not going to penalize a defender because they threw their foot out into someone else's space.
Okay.
If the kick is violent and knocks the other guy over, violent depends on how it looks. But usually that's and then the kid will get hit a little bit and he'll fall down. That's nothing.
Okay.
All right, I know I said block charge, but I want to show these real quick. Oh, not that one, sorry.
Ooh.
Now, my point of showing this is, look, did you see the official, how he kind of leaned over a little?
Yeah.
We got to get in better position. I understand the play is here to start, but even if you take 2 more steps because you see the play is coming to the center, you're going to be in a better position to call that. He was totally on the line. That's why those stupid shadow lines, those are hard to see.
Yeah, there is no line.
You see,
All
his left foot was over the line though.
Okay,
Both of them.
As soon as you touch the line, you're out of
now
bounds.
let's say, okay, so this,
There was
that
no
foot's
call.
on the line, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But if he puts his other foot down in bounds and then touches the ball, I mean in the front court, then it's legal. Do we agree? If this was not on the line, he would be legally in the front court.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
But
So
he is on the line.
that first foot doesn't make any difference. It's when is he contacting the ball? What is his status?
Man,
That's a tough one.
that's
a tough
tough. That's close.
That's a tough one. Did you see it? Watch it again. Backcourt or no backcourt?
No, he jumped.
You know I got to slow down here, right?
Yeah.
I think he put his foot on the line. He's,
Front court status.
yeah, it's good.
Yep, you already had it. He's safe.
He jumped weirdly like you do, right, from the backcourt, but he was already in the front court when he did that little jump. The official got fooled by the jump.
That's fine.
Hey, guys, you got to know where that foot is before they touch the ball. We got to know.
Wow.
All right. A few block charges, and then we'll be done. I don't want to keep you guys much longer.
Yeah, the Hawks are on.
He was falling before he got there.
Yeah. Now, look, the
Got
official
defensive
the
position.
official called a block. The official called a block.
Did he go down early?
What did he do wrong? Look at
Nothing.
that. That is legal guarding position right there.
That's player control.
Guys, that's player control all the way. All the way. And maybe the contact wasn't severe. Maybe it wasn't dead straight on. But the player in control is the one who knocked him over. Do we agree on that? Everyone sees the same thing?
Yeah, I see it.
I see legal guarding position. I don't have the angle to see where the contact was made, and the kid was falling right away.
Okay,
He fell
so,
early.
all right, so wait, let's talk about that because whether the kid is falling or not has nothing to do with whether it's a player control foul.
No flop.
He is allowed to start to absorb that contact. So if he starts to cringe and fall back because he's absorbing the contact that's imminent, that is still legal.
Okay, I see the contact now. It's like, yeah, I see where his
Looks like
knee.
he hits him maybe on the hip there.
No, that's clearly player control.
On
Yeah,
the knee. He hits him on the knee.
A lot of guys will say, well, he started falling before he even got hit. Okay, but if there's contact, they're allowed to do that. And sometimes it's worse than others, and sometimes the flop overrules. But dribblers are given, in my opinion, way too much leeway on these kind of calls. And we make block calls because I think they're easier to accept as a coach. All right, let's check this one out. I'm pretty sure we had a block on this one. I don't know, maybe not. I didn't see the signal, but there was our legal guarding position. He's still moving, but he's allowed to move, right?
You can go backwards. Yes, he was there.
player control.
The player just plowed right over him.
Never let up.
He's maintaining his legal guarding position,
Wow.
And he's moving backwards.
and he's moving backwards.
That's player control.
Okay, legal guarding position.
No.
No.
Now, why do you say no? I'm curious.
Just look at he's not. Your shoulders aren't square with the.
Does the rule book state you have to be square to your defender?
Both feet on the ground and facing him.
2 feet on the ground, facing your defender. That's it.
He's not.
He is facing his defender. He's looking right at him.
To me, he's facing directly. He's looking at him. His whole body's facing the stands.
That is a player control foul.
Wow. That one I got to disagree with you, but you're the man.
Can we agree on this?
See, right there, it looks like he's trying to just get in front of the last second. Or to me, he's not. Look at him. To me, that's Red's fault.
Where is he? But where is he moving to? Is he moving towards the player?
Go slow. Go slow. Right there. Also, he'll try to get in front of him at the very last second. To me, it's Red's problem, not White.
I disagree. I think this Red player, all he did was move laterally backwards. That's all he did.
What do you think, Mike?
Josh,
the coach agrees with you. The coach agreed with you, Art. So
Mike,
what was that?
8 feet closer to the basket, and the guy's going in the air to make a layup. Different call, correct? Because once he's in the air, we can't move under him.
Right.
But you're saying because he's still dribbling the ball, that the defender can move, and therefore it's a charge?
Well, and the dribbler still has a position on the floor. Yes, as soon as he's airborne, you can't move into his space.
Correct.
However,
but because he's still dribbling, we say he can move laterally into him.
However, this is not a great example, but maybe this one I can do it with this one. Let's say on this one, he goes up, and the kid, let's just say he continues to move backward, and he's in the air, and then he plows into him while he's moving. That's still a player control, right? Because I got to my initial legal guarding spot before he was in the air.
Before he was in the air.
We just can't move sideways into him, into that space. So yeah, that's tougher when they go airborne. All right, 2 more, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. This one is not annotated. That was a no call. Is this a no call?
No.
We got to get that.
That's player control.
That's player control. We got to get it. And it's not just player control. He cleared him out. I mean, he really did it on purpose. Look at that.
That's actually an easy one, Josh.
What's that?
That's an easy one.
Well, we didn't get it. All right, how about this one?
Over the arm.
Now listen, these are tough calls, and this is a pet peeve of mine because 90% of the time we call this a block, and it is not a block. It is not a block. It looks like a block in real time, though, and everyone thinks it's a block. What did the defender do wrong? What did he do wrong? Did he move into the player?
You slow it down there.
Now, some of you aren't going to agree with me. I understand that. But he did not. He is moving in this direction, which is backwards and laterally, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So when the contact is made, who is initiating the contact?
The
dribbler. So that's either an offensive call or that's nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
I'm telling you, 90% of the time, that is called a block. And people just accept it. Yes, I can slow it down and I can rewind it and I can look at it again. But that's initiated by the dribbler. This is what I'm talking about. We give the dribbler way too much leeway when it comes to contact.
Okay, we're about to run out of time. Thanks for doing this.
All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming on, and I'm going to try and do one in February again. So
cool. Thank you much.
Thank you.
So welcome. We'll see you later.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good night.
Tim, Mark, Mike, Josh.
Yeah.
Mike.
Good night.
Good night, Jim Bob.